to change here with Drew Brees now retiring. And in their draft, to me, it was a reach at the 28 pick for Peyton Turner. What?
No, I'm just looking at the board. I need you to hit that yellow button. There you go.
Yep.
Do you realize how hard it was for me to not just put Gary Busey's face on this? Because I really wanted to.
I'm sure. Oh, my God.
Peyton Turner.
I've seen some bad drafts.
Yeah, Peyton Turner at 28, Pete Werner at 60, Paulson Adebo, Ian Book, Landon Young, Kawan Baker. None of that. None of that jumps off the page at you.
Ian Book.
I didn't even think Ian Book would get drafted.
I did not have a draftable grade on Ian Book. You took him in the 4th round.
Let alone with a team that's got, whatever we want to call Taysom Hill, but you have Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill on a team, and you are losing so many people because of the salary cap hell you're in, and you went and drafted a quarterback who won't ever see the field in round 4.
I do find it funny that New Orleans now has 2 quarterbacks that can't throw and one that can't stop throwing to the wrong team.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a quarterback room you have there.
Oh, God.
Now, and here's the thing. I don't hate the Peyton Turner pick. I actually really like the kid. And he has been climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. He was really productive at the Senior Bowl. A lot of teams really liked him. That's not really the pick I'm dinging you for. I'm okay with that. If you think he's an elite pass rusher, you took him over Greg Rousseau, which blows my mind. You took him over Azeez Ojulari. You took him over Jason Owa or Odafe Owa. I'm going to get that in my brain eventually. You took him over a lot of guys that I liked better than him. I'm fine with that. If that's your guy, get your guy. That's my line in the draft. It has been for years, but it certainly has been for the last 6 days.
Yeah.
It's where you went from there that I don't really understand. Pete Werner is about as athletic as I am. I think in a foot race, he and I would be damn close to each other. Because he's about as athletic as a wet fart.
Oof.
Good linebacker.
Yeah.
He's a fine technician. He don't fit this defense at all. You know who fits this defense? DeMario Davis. Super multiple. Not the biggest guy. DeMario Davis, not the biggest guy. And Pete Werner, yeah, he's real tall. 6'3", 240, all that good shit. He's not athletic enough to play in this defense. He's going to be a 2-down linebacker, and you took him in the 2nd round. And I'll be honest with you, he was the 3rd best linebacker on his own team, in my opinion. I like Justin Hilliard better, who went unfreaking drafted.
Yeah, crazy.
And Baron Browning, who went after this. I don't like it. Saints fans are not going to like this. I'm sorry. And you know what? Sean Payton's done a great job of drafting guys over the years, so maybe I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what I saw on tape. Paulson Adebo, I don't hate it. There's a lot of projection with him.
Yep.
But I don't hate it.
And you traded up and you lost draft capital to get him.
That was your best pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Then you take an undraftable quarterback in the 4th round. Do you realize how many picks went off between the Adebo pick and Landon Young in the 6th round? And the one guy you took was Ian Book?
Yeah.
A guy that universally, every scout I talked to said he will not get drafted. He'll be a priority free agent. Teams will bring him in as a camp hard. Yeah. And you took him in the 4th round. I mean, there's nothing about him that I see that says NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Nothing. And you need depth. And you took a freaking quarterback.
It's the one knock that I have for them is that we already believe, as a table, as a group here, that New Orleans is heading for a downfall.
Yeah.
100%.
And you did nothing in this draft to make me feel like you're headed on the straight and narrow, the path back to relevance after you just lost the best player you've ever had.
Kevin Vick said that's the first not applicable I've seen.
Yeah.
That's because it's the first one that's been up there.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time I've looked at a player and went, you overdrafted them all. I can't say you had a good value. If I'd said one, it would have been Paulson Adebo, and you took him too high.
Yeah.
You know, he was in the early 120s in my rankings. You took him, what, at 90?
105.
105. So, I mean, that's not good value. I can't say there's the best value when you overdrafted everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine what the comments from Saints fans are going to look like.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to pound you for it, but that's all right. They'll have
Who
to pound
cares?
the rest of us because this is just it's
Three
not a good
years
one.
from now when you're 5-12, just
Yep.
remember I said it.
Yep.
Speaking of a team that's going to be 5-12 and 3